Hi, it's Doug Dane. I wonder if you've always thought this way. Those are words that we often use. I've always thought this way. Here's your daily tip from my book, Mistaken Identity. I think we're really mistaken about the way we think. I think we're mistaken about some of the things that we believe. I think we're mistaken about our opinion towards ourselves. We adopted, inherited a lot of those viewpoints through our programming, through our conditioning, through our upbringing. And it might be causing you problems in your life or in your career. And so each day I try to provide you with a daily tip to think better, use your mind better, use it properly, and rid yourself of this mistaken identity, this opinion you have yourself that might be getting in your way. And when you rid yourself of your mistaken identity, you meet your true self, and the truth does really set you free. So right now I'm running a program. It's 45 days to upgrade your life. And every day, 5 days a week for the next 6 weeks, I'm live in a small group of people, about 20 people, where we are helping them really change their opinion on their story, their perception of themselves because of that story, and start to really operate and think in a much different way, a much better way, a much more effective way. So you can live a better life, enjoy life more, calm down, slow down, but also enjoy better results. So I was working with somebody today on the call, and the words that they use, we hear this all the time. I've always thought this way. I've always done it this way. The way I've always thought is, and that's what they said. And so that's a problem. The way you've always thought is in the past. We often use the past as a reference point. So we got to be really careful with the way that we think, because your mind doesn't operate very well in the past. If you're looking at the past, if you're talking about the past, if you're dredging up the past, which stirs up memories and emotions, triggers pain points physically for you. If you're dwelling in the past, living in the past, spending time in the past with your thoughts, your words, or conversation with other people, that is all past tense. Your mind doesn't operate in the past at all. Now, granted, you have an intellectual factor called your memory, where you can recall information. Your subconscious mind, with your memory, actually recalls information from the past and brings it up to you in the present moment when you need it. So, for example, I always reference the idea of driving a car. I learned through being taught and through practice to operate the automobile and how to react in certain situations. So, for example, if it's a snowy day, fresh snow, and I'm driving down a snowy road and I have to brake, I know that I need to pump the brakes so I don't skid through the stop sign. Now, when I was young, and when you were young and you were learning to drive, if you learned to drive in the winter, chances are you probably made a few mistakes around that. Now, when you drive today, if you're an adult, you're not getting up and worrying and dwelling on the past about whether you're going to skid through a stop sign and get yourself into trouble. In the moment, if you need to remember what to do and you do start to skid, your memory, your subconscious will bring up the memory and the information that you need to go forward. And so we've got to really be careful and practice and train ourselves not to be dwelling in the past, thinking about the past, or talking about the past. Now, you can look at the past to gather some information about why you're struggling in the present and why you're not able to get to where you want to go in your future. But you just go there as a reference point. You don't spend time there. You just look back, grab some information, and then change the way that you think and change the way that you operate. So if you say, I've always thought this way, well, basically you're reinforcing yourself that you're always going to think this way. So if your way of thinking isn't working, if your way of thinking is causing you problems, if your way of thinking, caused you to give yourself a hard time, guilt, resentment, shame, overthinking, ruminating, getting anxious, anything you've always done in the past is in the past. We really got to learn to leave the past in the past. There's a great little quote said, "Let sleeping dogs lie." You don't need to dredge up your past, whatever's back there. If you need it, it'll show up for you as you go forward. And so make no mistake, that is a better way to live. You'll be calmer, you'll be more at ease, you'll be more relaxed, you'll be a lot more creative about solving your problems. If you encounter a problem today or encounter a problem tomorrow, the reference point in the past is probably not the best place to go looking how to solve the problem that you have in your current situation. But that's what we were taught to do. We really have been trained and programmed and conditioned and really had it hammered in our mind. We do spend a lot of time in the past. Most people dwell in the past, and because that's where they're dwelling, they want you to hang around there with you or with them. And so I wouldn't do that. I would keep moving forward. Your job is to keep your mind on where you're going. So make no mistake, don't look backwards. Don't worry about the past. You don't have to talk about the past. You don't have to dredge it up. You don't have to dwell on it. All you have to use is rational, logical, conscious thinking about where you're headed, where you want to go, what you want to do, what it is you want, the goal you want to achieve, how much money you want to earn, where you want to live, the problem you're trying to solve. It's in the future. It's not in the past. So see if you can just start to train yourself to live in the moment and only be really focusing on where you want to go. You might have to catch yourself. I snap my fingers a lot. I go, nope, I'm not looking backwards. Nope, there's nothing back that I need. Nope, and I just keep changing my mind. Pay attention to your words too. I always listen to people's words. So on this call today, they said, I've always thought this way. And that was a sign for me that I had to correct the way that they were thinking, because if I didn't, they'll continue to always think that way. And that's in the past, and you can't change it, and that ain't good. Stay focused on the future, where you're going, and it's a lot easier to live your life that way. Have a great day. Thank you.